Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like everyone said, it's a great privilege and a blessing to be here with all of you to celebrate this precious day. I'm using my teacher voice, and so I've always learned the quieter you talk, the better they listen.
That is true.
No? Okay.
All the teachers.
That's a classroom of children.
That's right.
Exactly, Gary.
Adults are way worse than children.
Well, I think back to all the years that we've had the privilege of being mom and dad, one of the greatest gifts anyone can ever have. I remember the very first day. Wasn't going to do this. I remember the very first day that we held her in our arms and looked into her beautiful eyes and knew she was ours. And from that very first day, we had lots of experiences. One of them, we learned her personality quite quickly. She wasn't very old, and she was learning how to walk. And she did a really good job on the sidewalk. And we would always say, "Stay out of the street." Gary and I were sitting on the steps of our house, and she was walking on the sidewalk, and we said, "Stay out of the street." And she looked at us, and she stuck her toe over the curb with a big smile on her face. So we began to see that independence very early in her life, which really did prove to be a strong asset as she grew and grew and grew. Then there was a time where she wasn't afraid of much of anything, and Gary took her up on a hill at a friend's house, and she was determined she was going to ride her bicycle. And so Gary said, "Okay," took the training wheels off, put her at the top of the hill, and let her go. Oh, gosh. And she made it to the bottom. Yeah, and she was never afraid of anything since then, I'm afraid. So as you can see, she's grown up into a very strong woman with lots of very positive assets. And it's done well for her. We're very proud of the woman that she has become. And so we just now know that as she's starting a new journey in her life, as I talked to her this morning, like a mother should with a daughter who's getting ready to get married, I said, "Honey, today's a big day. How are you doing?" And she smiled at me and she said, "I'm great." I said, "Oh." She said, "I found the man I love, the only one that will fit that ticket, Mom." And I thought, whoa, that's what every mom and dad want to hear. And so we're very, very happy to have Michael in our family because he's a strong man who'll be able to stand next to her and have a good discussion about things. And he's a man of integrity. And what more could you ask for a daughter than a man who loves her and shows his responsibility as well as the integrity as he walks his life. So we're very, very thankful for you, Michael. Welcome to our family.
Thank you.
And we're anxious to watch you as you grow together as one. Okay.